Released WWE stars retire from wrestling. Plus, we had a big return and a title change on AEW Dynamite. And AEW Double or Nothing's main event has been announced. It's all in the wrestling news right now. I can't believe what I'm reading this morning. It seems as if the Iconics are done.
Yeah,
the Inspiration are done.
The Inspiration are finished. According to Jesse and Cassie themselves, they released a statement saying that they are done. They're looking to explore other avenues. They massively thanked Impact for the time that they spent there. Obviously, post WWE, they've been doing Impact a lot, and I'm a little bit sad about this because to me it's like one of those real unfulfilled potential things, because I thought they were so fun together, such great value, and WWE never seemed to really appreciate that. They split them up way too early. Really, they shouldn't have been split up at all. And it's a testament to what a unit they are, what a team that they are, that they have decided to retire from wrestling together.
It feels very much like a wrestling retirement in the sense that A, they are retiring from wrestling, but B, in the words of The Undertaker, never say never.
Oh, totally. They've described this as an indefinite retirement. So they'll be back at some point when I guess the money's there. But to be honest, if I was making six figures doing OnlyFans, which I'm not yet, annoyingly. Exactly. If I was making that sort of money, I'd be like, oh, I can't be bothered to wrestling. What's the point? I'll just stay at home and take pictures of my kecks. Do you know what I mean? Good for them, seriously.
You know what? Yeah, it's a trendy term that I've learned in my 38th trip around the sun. But go and make bank. Go and make bank.
By the way, this video is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends.
Oh,
you can click
I wish it was.
This one's not. Some of the others are.
Can I do a Raid Shadow Legends advert at some point?
If you're nice about it,
mate, I'd be brilliant.
Yeah, of course you would. Yeah, and I know you've been working towards it. It's
a boyhood dream.
It is. It's your bucket list thing.
It's a bucket list
thing. Yeah, of course
thing.
you can, Tom. Of course you can.
Bucket list thing for fans of AEW is the return of Phoenix, because he's been away for a little while, and he rocked back up last night. So House of Black look like they're about to unmask El Fuego, and they are suddenly stopped because they believe that's Alex's cloak. It ain't Alex's cloak. No, because he's on the ramp with the other lads, with Pac and with Penta, and there he is in the middle of the ring. Phoenix is back. Big fight at the House of Black and Death Triangle. I'm so happy to see Phoenix back.
It's been a long time coming, hasn't it? Am I right in saying that he did an indie date like a couple of weeks ago or something like that? He popped up somewhere, I'm sure.
I know that his official in-ring return is this weekend. He's doing AAA Triple Mania.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking, or maybe it was an upcoming thing.
That might be what it is. But that'd be the first bit of action he's had since January. He was hoofed through tables in that tag team title match.
First bit of action he's at. Tom's been keeping tabs.
I mean, hey, look.
What a dry spell.
Me and
Reminds
Phoenix,
me of myself.
We touch base. 8 fingers on OnlyFans. Phoenix is back. Expect
8 fingers.
Wow!
Stop.
That's
I'm getting there.
Talk about being seen in 4K. Am I right, kids? Now then, Phoenix being back, I reckon we're going to lead to some sort of six-man tag at Double or Nothing, which is around the corner. That seems very obvious, isn't it?
Absolutely. It's just brilliant to see him back. He's one of the most entertaining to watch from an in-ring perspective in AEW. You know you're going to get a great match when Phoenix is in the ring, so it's lovely to see him back. Good
absolutely.
Lad.
And lovely to see the AEW TNT title back on Scorpio Sky's shoulders. We had a ladder match last night, and good night for Scorpio Sky.
Certainly. A little bit of hot potato going on here.
Yeah.
Really. But yeah, I mean, Scorpio Sky defeating Sammy Guevara in the ladder match. It's now his second reign with the title. I thought they were going to hold off on this, to be honest. I thought he was going to. They might do it at the pay-per-view, put the belt back on him. With Sammy recently turning heel and everything, you'd think that they might want to keep the belt on him for a little bit so that Scorpio Sky has to build to capture it. But there you go.
Yeah, I'm intrigued as to why they've gone back and forth, because I don't like Sammy Guevara and Ty Conti as a thing, but that's the point.
Yeah.
Like, we're meant to dislike them. So Sammy holding the TNT title and just, getting some action in with it while wearing it, and just us hating him for it. That's great. That's money. So I was surprised to see Scorpio Sky win it back so soon. Intrigued to see where this one goes. Nice to have a belt back on Scorpio Sky. Will we see a belt on CM Punk at the end of next month, though, Adam?
I have no idea, because people have massively cooled off on Hangman, haven't they? We did a poll like 2 weeks ago.
Is that on the OnlyFans as well?
Exactly. How many fingers do you want me to... We did a poll that was like, who has been your favourite AEW champion yet? And Hangman Page got like 13% under like Jericho and Kenny.
Well, it looks as if that title reign that hasn't hit home with at least the Cultaholic faithful is under threat, because it'll be CM Punk and Hangman Page, main event of Double or Nothing.
Absolutely.
At the end of May.
I've enjoyed it. That's the thing. I
low-key enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's not. It hasn't been the best, but like... The matches have been really good. I don't know. I haven't soured on him like a lot of other people seem to have.
No, but I mean, I thought CM Punk's the way CM Punk got into it, I thought was great. I like the idea that he's been back for so long and he's been proving that he's worthy, that he's got it, that he can still go, and now he's pretty comfortable in the fact that, you know, some wins, some losses, that he can still go, and therefore, all eyes straight on Hangman Page. Make that your main event. Yeah,
it's a nice story. It feels like a big money match as well. Like Punk in the main event is awesome. Yeah, very much looking forward to it.
Finally, some wrestling video game related news. This time to do with Impact Wrestling. So this is a little interesting bit that comes from Fightful that I'm going to explain whilst Adam enjoys a lovely penguin with his drink.
Do you get a joke still?
Yes, they're still on the back.
Okay. How does a penguin make pancakes?
Don't tell me yet. Retention. Fightful Select say that Falabar, who was taken out of the Virtual Basement's Wrestling Code video game, is now back in it because Impact kicked up a fuss about him being in a game that wasn't to do with them. Obviously, Falabar's been let go, so Bart is back in. And this kind of led to some digging from Fightful Select about Impact Wrestling potentially getting a video game. They say, we're told that Virtual Basement, who are making the Wrestling Code game, you've seen that everywhere with wrestlers being announced for it with contracts and stuff like that. They had meetings with Impact Wrestling where their pitches for the developers to work on the first new Impact Wrestling game in over a decade. However, we learned that Impact's parent company, Anthem Entertainment, nixed Impact stars appearing in Virtual Basement's independent game, but wanted the two sides to work together on an Impact game instead. So they were saying, hey, Virtual Basement, you know how you're making a wrestling game? That's fine, make that, but then can you also make another wrestling game as well, but just for us? And Virtual Basement went, no, like there's 10 of us, no chance. So that's why that game isn't happening for now, basically. Do you remember the TNA Impact video game?
It was really good.
It was good,
graphically, it was amazing. It was really... I think it's a really underrated wrestling game. Excuse me.
That's fine. You shouldn't be eating on camera anyway.
Yeah,
a very underrated game. I like it played well for non-fans. It had a really it was funny because at the time the story mode was all about a guy whose name I don't know if I can say because algorithms, etc.
I can't remember. Whisper it to me. What? Lemonade. Oh, sorry.
I don't know whether we can say it.
No, nor do I actually. The guy in the mask with the skull. Manic. There you go.
TJP, or Christopher Daniels, I think, played him for a little bit. But
Sanjay Dutt as well, I think.
I think Sanjay was under there for a little bit. But the story was a little bit weird and wacky, and I remember us thinking, that's strange. It's a very wacky story mode you've got going on there. And then 2K20 came along, and I was like, well, that's even wackier. Shut us up.
Yeah, and Suicide. Oh, I'm saying it now.
I tried so hard.
That particular wrestler went on to have a really decent tenure in TNA when originally he was just a video game character. It's really cool, wasn't it? Really cool.
Yeah.
It was a fun game.
A fun game. If you have yourself a PlayStation, it is there somewhere. Anyway, more news throughout the day at cultaholic.com. What was the joke? Punchline?
With its flippers. Come on! Here we go. 8 fingers.
Love you. Bye.